to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him.
Rhea's been gone a long time, but she will return. I must believe she will return.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratak's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
We suffered a great loss, but we must trust Aratak.
Trust Rhea, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
In times like these, we must not forget the importance of ceremony.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
So many dead. At least we still have Aratak to guide us.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratak's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
Our hunters fought well. Their songs will be remembered.
We haven't lost this many hunters since the war with the Coouge.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
We suffered a great loss. We must trust Aratak.
The young hunters have learned the lesson from Thunderstrom. Sometimes, loss is the price of survival.
If Aratak means to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
So many dead. At least we still have Aratak to guide us.
You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope?
Trust Rhea, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
Our hunters fought well.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors, lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it,
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Araya knows about this Daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Did your Werak come?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from... But I was a few of my old...
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. prefer deeds to words.
Right.
These things that killed our hunters, how many of them have already fought?
When the old ones were fresh in their
also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banukai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banukai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banukai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banukai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banukai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, who brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
I wish you good fortune. We could all...
We remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also
Another
remember
day.
the ravenous tribe,
What'll this one hold?
who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go to those. For we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in our heart. It cannot hold the light for long.
You can't let the smoke from thunderstorm distract you. We all have jobs.
Outlander. Not many of you in the cut, not since the war.
This old underestimates the Banuk. We will not bow to bandits.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous. Who delight.
When Coouge is finished. You'll be able. To see her painting from anywhere.
Blood cell.
Frozen tall neck.
Water lapping.
When I think of the gun, I think of it.
That's sound asleep. Do not live to.
I became complacent. Allowed other runners to surpass me. You never stopped proving yourself. How could I forget that?
The tall neck at the Frost figures deserves more respect than to be gawked at by idiots.
They would torment him to see his legacy
You
grow.
have come too far north, girl. Head back and mind your business.
No one hunts like the Banook, but I heard the Nora can handle their bows.
Stone used to be a pleasant place. But now that there's bandits have gotten to pause on it.
We must face strong machine.
We'll have to become better hunters.
Don't bother hunting tall necks. You can't kill them, even if they're stuck in a sheet of ice.
No.
Some days it seems like the blue light has no hold on the world.
There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. You can't be a 100
Water lapping.
One day,
That's
all I
sleep.
ask. One day of not worrying about what's happening at Thunderstrom.
Whatever happens, we can't let the daemons' work take our resolve from us. That's not who we are.
Oh, I'm glad we were
It's another horror.
It would torment him to see his legacy drown. One day, Stone of the Din was dropped.
I had a dream. The plus smoke from thunderstorms. spread out and covered the whole world.
Sure, the Osram act tough, but send them to the cut, and most of them don't last long. It's a natural deep dead, seeing the tall like silence by the ice on maps.
One challenge at a time. The bandits at Stonehill will be dealt with in due course.
I don't see what's wrong with the traditional paintings. Sakuri overcomplicates things. No more music. Blood sops.
None can remember a time when the tall neck wasn't trapped in ice.
After all the Mad Sun King put us through, we were meant to trust the Coouge now.
Water lapping on that stone. That's the sound of sleep, not lived.
Some of us have real responsibilities and don't have time.
The demon at Thunderstone will be our interview. When do we stop it?
Oh, I'm glad. It's tormenting, isn't it?
We'll survive it. We've survived worse.
Trust in the
Glad our paths met.
None of the summons have arrived.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Looking strong. One day, Stone of the Din was dry. The next, the flood. Everything we have bandits in the cut now is bad.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Rhea. And to do that,
Outlander,
I need to
wait,
talk to her
wait a
apprentice,
moment.
Who followed the river north.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
You're not the first to take an interest in it. I've made it myself.
Your own design. And yet you are not a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Attention is elsewhere.
Shall we all die beneath the claws of these new machines just to satisfy our last crusade?
From the south, demons have cut. Some days it seems like the blue light is the hold of the world.
Let's see. Perhaps a little more blue.
Greetings. That tall neck is more Banuk than some of us Banuk.
This one's coming along nicely. A little longer, and the color will really sing.
Bandits would be little more than a nuisance without their leader weapon fuse.
Who took my bowl of red dye? I know someone must have it. Come on.
Good hunting today. We reunited many machine spirits with the blue light.
The nukes survive and prevail. The bandits murder and scavenge.
I heard of a shaman once who drank machine oil. I think the conclave banished him.
No. Hunter will want to wear these colors.
Keep that for later. Outlanders.
I've never broken bread with
Karja
an
Outlanders. What brings you, Karja, so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark.
It's a new day. I heard rumors of this machine named Redlaw. Is it real? Has anyone survived an encounter? We'll find out.
The sun shines on those who mind their own, so they say.
My boss said he lost another caravan to machines last week. Docked my wages. Again. Safe to relax here, but head into the highlands and a machine will get you.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting you to speak to me. I've got a lot on my mind, sorry.
I need a moment. My duties today are endless.
What did it take to knock one of those over? They're about to last. Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started. Logan said Array's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. That's it. I'm already gone. No turning back. That's it. Nothing to see here. Okay, they're heading back. Look at this. Need a lead. Focus might find something. Long and quiet does it. If I can't find something, maybe my focus can. Focus could turn something up. We're protecting it. This tonic was probably holy to them. check the area with my focus, maybe. Focus might see something here. I could check my focus, see what it sees. I could use my focus to look around. Could use my focus, see what it turns up. Anything my focus could reveal. I wonder if my focus can pick anything up. Perhaps my focus can help me. The last of it. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside.
Hey.
Saving these for the trail. make this quick. Easier. Safe. For a few minutes, anyway. Tonic part's still in one piece. Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me. Made them soon
Should
enough.
I get this game? Yes. Really good game.
can stop tensing up.
you!
Tall next parts. It's heavy. God, I found this. Just stay out of their way for now. intact. Times are real tough. This'll help. Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. It's in better shape than it was. Okay, I'm right. We just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy! Right, it's never easy. No way I'll be able to take a machine that big down. I think I can leap onto the tall neck from here. Breeze through the trees. Made it. Now to climb up to its head. This scrapes.